So that was the first taste of crusades, in PNG. And I feel like that's a big part of my calling and God's opening doors in that area. Can't say too much yet, but just watch this space. So some exciting things coming up.
Well, it's always a good sign when doors are opening because, I find myself that following the call of God, you don't need to push those doors, if that's where God has gifted you and wants for you to work, with that gifting, so to speak, he opens the doors. So that's very exciting, Matt. And I worked a few years back for the Billy Graham Association here in Australia. And I understand also that you had some connection to Will Graham. What was your connection or experience with him as a crusade evangelist?
Yeah, well, that's been something that has literally changed my life. So, working with Vision Christian Radio, I've been an announcer for many years, and they sent us to Broken Hill when Will Graham first came to Australia. And Broken Hill's in the middle of nowhere, small little country town. We went there, and I got to do a breakfast radio show at Gloria Jean's in Broken Hill with Will Graham, Billy Graham's grandson, and I was just like, this is the best thing ever. And I just learnt about what their strategy was. They send in people beforehand to meet all the pastors. They try and make sure that there's unity in the church so that they invite Will to come in. They do all this training for all the churches so that when people come to Christ, they can follow them up after the crusade event or the outreach event. And I just love their whole heart for unity in each town. And I remember being there thinking, wow, this is something I feel God's calling me to do. And so I remember sitting there with Will Graham and Bill Newman, who's an Australian version of Billy Graham, basically, and Steve Grace, the gospel singer. And we sat around at breakfast one morning and I was like, wow, I'm pinching myself, get to sit with these legends, And I said, look, guys, I feel God wants me to do this kind of thing. And working with Vision Radio, we've got 600,000 listeners around Australia. Wherever I go,